Welcome back, episode 352, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Radio Show. I go by the name of Roscoe English, and of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Nick with me.
Yo. Happy Monday. What's up?
Keith PJ.
Skull 6-2.
Shout out to our brother Keys.
Yes, sir. Correspondent in Arizona.
Yeah. Up close and personal.
Safe travels back.
Speaking of Arizona and Baltimore, we got the Ravens over top of the Cardinals, 31-24. Lamar Jackson completed 18 passes for 157 yards and a touchdown. Josh Dobbs, 25 completions, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, it is what it is as far as the performance is concerned. I think it was a little up and down. We started slow, but towards the middle part of the second quarter or so, I think we started to get into gear, started to impose our will, and then getting into the third quarter and such, we started to just show that we were by far the better team. My issue with yesterday's performance is, once we got up a few scores, I think, we started to revert back to kind of what's been our Achilles heel for the last few years, which is, just taking the foot off the gas and collectively just, not being where we're supposed to be as far as closing a football game. I did not enjoy that fourth quarter watching Arizona mount a mini comeback. Now, mind you, it was fourth quarter. The chances of them succeeding in that comeback were slim, and a lot of is playing prevent defense on defense and just keeping everything in front of you to run out the clock. So I get the strategy. I just don't like the strategy, so to speak. I was impressed by, parts of the run game. We were able to salt away a clock in the latter parts of the game and just be successful with milking the clock in that sense. We got to also see some good opportunities from, I think it was a well-balanced pass attack. Obviously it wasn't as explosive as previous weeks, but it's something in which, I'm not really looking to peak in week 8. I know we keep saying that, and I do know also we want to see some consistency, but part of being consistent is being consistent at winning. In the 8 games we got 6 wins, and 2 of those losses, you look at it, it's like, yeah, I don't know if we should have lost those games. So, I'm not looking to peak now. We just gotta keep it moving forward, keep people healthy, add wrinkles as we go on. There's been chat about wanting Bateman to get more involved. I'm cool with that. But, just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, Ravens fans were talking about trading him or he has to go. So it is a lot of volatility in this fan base and just, herky-jerky kind of reactions. I never seen somebody get criticized for like drawing penalties, but I've seen drive extenders on defense get criticized for extending drives, but I've never seen somebody get criticized for extending drives on offense. Like, I don't give a damn if it's holding, pass interference, a 40-yard catch. If the shit moves the chains and allows my quarterback another 3 downs to do what he needs to do, it plays. Are we trying to win a game or are we trying to look cute while doing it? I guess I'm trying to look cute too, but the main thing is the main thing. That's what Jalen Hurts always says anyway. So I'm gonna listen to Jalen Hurts because he gets it. The main thing is the main thing. The main thing is to win, and we won. So we move on to Seattle.
Yeah, since when did drawing automatic first downs become a problem? Don't understand that. But for me, Skull, I'm looking at the Ravens right now. Through 8 games, you play 5 of those games on the road. It's not even November yet, and for the next 2.5 months, you're essentially at the bank. You only have 3 more road games this season. So to get through that stretch, 6-2, we've been on the road a lot. I think that started to show a little bit yesterday. Looked a little hungover in that first half, first quarter at least. But like Nick said, in the second quarter, kind of got it going. I never felt like the game was going to get out of control from a sense that it was going to slip out of our hands. But I agree with Nick. Like, once again, you're up 2 scores and you just peel it back a little bit. And so definitely a lesser than thou opponent. So you don't have to go out there and and you don't have to do what you may have to do for a top tier team, but you still have to go out and perform. The defense still came out and made stops. They gave up that first touchdown early, but after that, they kind of settled into the game, and then the Cardinals didn't score until late in junk time. But good win. I mean, you 6-2. You coming back home next week against a Seattle team who just beat a divisional rival. We'll talk about, and you have an opportunity to just continue to build. And like I said last week, I mean, the pass game's so good, like you can still fall back on the run game, and that's what they did yesterday behind Gus, and he was tremendous yesterday. I saw the talks. Maybe he was showing off his trade value, but he just went out there and he played a hell of a game yesterday. Lamar, once again, good football. We just got to continue to build week in, week out. This is a good football team, man. And so, like I said, big win yesterday, but bigger things to come. And if we can go take care of Seattle with 2 AFC North games following that, the Browns and Cincy at home, you putting yourself in a good position.
Yeah, and also wanted to shout out our interior pressure, whether it's in the pass game or the run game. Justin Matabuki, Michael Pierce, they've been playing lights out. Clowney, even Owe on the edge. He almost had
Gotta finish, man.
He had another almost sack, so shout out to him for the almost sack. I guess it counts. It counts as a pressure or hurry somewhere, right?
That's a stat. King of the pressure. That's a stat.
King of the almost.
Yeah.
But we'll try to get him like TJ Watt one day. It's baby steps, guys. Baby steps.
You better hurry up.
It's time running out. It's been a few years. But
we've been talking about him, Brandon Stevens, continuing to just build on his play. Another interception yesterday, arguably could have had 2. Geno snatched that last one from him. Definitely D-blocked him. But he's out there still making plays.
Geno too?
Yeah, Geno too. Both of them. Kyle Hamilton, he's all over the field week in, week out. Continue to see him just flocking. Patrick Queen and Roquan yesterday led the team, both with 11 tackles. Kyle Hamilton was right behind them with 10. So he's active, man. This defense, they flying to the ball. And, man, it's encouraging right now. But like I say, you only halfway through the season. You got to remain healthy, and you just got to continue to build. And this offense has to continue to grow. You see spurts of it throughout the game, but it's like, don't you know, like when a light out and you trying to get that last flame, like it's just sparking. Like that's what I get from this offense sometimes. Like last week we saw the flame with the Lions, but this week just like sparks. Like you get those little sparks here and there, but when we put it together and we get that flame, it's dangerous, man.
I just don't like how like when you take your foot off the gas, I just feel like that it just creates bad habits. Right, so it's fine and dandy against a 1-6 now 1-17, but you could be in control in a game versus Indianapolis, or you can be controlled quarters 1 through 3 in a game versus the Steelers. As soon as you mentally stop attacking the way you were attacking earlier in the game, and you start to let up a little bit, and it's a collective let up. It's not even just one side of the ball. Defense will let up, offense will get conservative, special teams start doing dumb shit. And it's like, bro, this is like, is everybody going to like not see the bigger picture? Like somebody got to like be like, all right, enough is enough. Let's close this game out. Let's just get out of here. It's like every week I'm waiting for the bullshit, and the bullshit came yesterday. It was just they not good enough. They weren't a good enough team to capitalize on the bullshit. We gotta stop doing that.
And as much as I love 8, sometimes I just wish he'd do that. Just go light a fire under them sometimes, man. Digging somebody, man. It's okay. Like you that leader. I love to see that sometimes. One thing I was going to bring up, the running backs in the pass game, at least Justice Hill yesterday, 4 receptions for 40 yards. When you can dink and dunk and let those running backs just make plays and get up the field, man, that's kind of what I've been asking for. Like, you don't have to take the big shot all the time. Like, you can just dink it and let somebody create. So, shout out to Justice yesterday, Lamar making those decisions to dump it down. Bateman snatched the ball yesterday. Like he made some reps. Like he made some plays. They got him on a jet sweep. I love to see him on that jet sweep as opposed to Duvernay. I think I texted Nick or Keys yesterday, and I said I don't need to see Duvernay again, especially in a return game. At this point, he pity patting, man. Like he don't even look like he had no juice in the return game. It's just I'm a I'm a skip and get 5 yards and call it a day. Like we're not getting no type of juice in our return game right now. He just seemed like he just out there. He's just a body right now.
Man, listen, I would welcome Jacobs or Saquon or it don't look like Derrick Henry is happening, but if we don't get them, I don't mind riding with Gus and Justice. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if we need anything. But God damn it, I want what I want. The Eagles don't need anything either. They just keep adding.
I mean, it look like what they be adding they still be giving up points. Like it ain't helping them. I keep playing them on fantasy and seeing a low number or a negative number. Like, come on,
what the fuck y'all doing?
Yeah, y'all adding Kevin Byard, Slay, all these dudes. Y'all still giving up all these points to Sam Howell, but
4 tutties is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the game. Remember,
you said who?
It's division. Remember, anything can happen.
Football always different.
Anything can happen, right?
We had Isaiah Likely sighting yesterday too. What happened to him?
A good sighting or a bad sighting? Was it good?
I mean, it was just. I mean, one catch for 10 yards. I wouldn't call it great, but I mean, hey, it's positive.
It's better a plus than play. It's better than dropping passes in the fourth quarter.
It's not that drop against the Colts that he had.
This baby steps, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Jaguars traveled to Acrisure and defeated the Steelers 20-10. Oh, don't be too happy, Nick. Trevor Lawrence completed 24 passes for 292 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Before he got hurt, Kenny Pickett completed 10 out of 16 passes for 73 yards. And then my man, Mitchell Trubisky, completed 15 passes for 138 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Should have been 4. That's how my man.
Call that man, yo?
Huh? Mitchell.
Did you call him what? Oh,
no.
Don't be saying like you saying Mitchell, yo.
No.
It really don't be sounding like.
No, I called that man what his mama named him.
Okay.
Oh boy. Friday. Hey, shout out to James Harrison. Friday, I specifically said we cannot come out and do 3 to 4 straight 3 and outs. Lo and behold, what the fuck did we do? Came out and had 4 straight 3 and outs. But the thing that made it bad this game was that the opportunities were there. And we on an offense that can just poo-poo away opportunities to score. And you start the game out and you got Deontay straight up the seam, wide open. He drops it. Like, those are momentum killers before we could even get started. We need everything we can get with this offense. Then you got a wide open George Pickens and Kenny just lofts it up there. It's every week to start the game. This is what it is.
I don't mean to cut you off, Scott. You had a wide open Deontay too in the end zone. And
yeah,
he slipped, but that's only because he threw the ball behind him.
Well, he was late.
Yeah.
He has to make that read quicker. You drew that up. Deontay got to be your number one. Where the hell else are you looking? I truly don't understand how, as a quarterback, when you're going through your reads and you're going through your progressions and you know the routes, why are you so late getting to Deontay? He should be your number one. You weren't going to George Pickens. He was on the other side of the field. So I don't understand that. Then he gets hurt. Maybe he'll play Thursday. Tomlin saying the door is open. We also lost Minka in this game. He was declared out early. They declared him out early for Thursday.
You go down like that, you ain't playing yet.
Early, and he stayed, and he stayed on the ground. Like it wasn't. He didn't get up quick. So
Tomlin face told me everything I need to know when I saw that.
Yeah, when he started walking out on the field, I said, "Shit." But this is a game that our defense again is going to be bend, don't break. But when you get Jacksonville in the red zone 3 times and they come away empty, this offense, who we know can put up points, only scored 1 touchdown. They put up 20 points total. That's a game you should win. Like offense, you got to give the defense something. Three
It's a
three
game.
takeaways and a right. So you mean to tell me? You scratching your head, but you mean to tell me if I tell you, hey, defense is going to get 3 turnovers and they're going to hold this high-powered offense to 4 field goals, you can't win that game?
My offense is not your offense. If my defense get 3
Pick
turnovers,
any
yeah, I'm
offense.
expecting my offense.
Pick any
I
offense.
don't think Pickett offense do anything with the 3 turnovers. Y'all ain't
Milford
done nothing with them all
Perry
year.
Hall, like this is like elementary shit at this point. And we move the ball, we just don't capitalize. It's frustrating. Especially, I can't come in here and say 5 Matt Canada today. I mean, yeah, every time we lose a game, you see the offensive stats and they're putrid, and he shouldn't have a job. But yesterday wasn't his fault. It's execution. Can't drop passes. Gotta get open, and when you get open, catch the fucking ball. You gotta help the fucking defense out, man. You gotta help the defense out. It can't
Started the
be.
game with a drop pass.
It can't be. Yo, we need the defense to score for us to win. That's not gonna happen every fucking week. It's not gonna happen every week, and I don't know where we go from here because it's so up and down. It's so up and down. You can't go in the game saying, "Yo, let's keep it close for 3 quarters and we're gonna win." That's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Put some fucking. We have 7 first quarter points the whole year. It's week 8 going into week 9.
The offense is a problem, Skull.
Yeah.
It's a big problem. Like,
and it's scheme. Part of it. Part of it is execution with the drop passes. Like, if I scheme you open to get the ball in your hands, I'm away with it.
I did my job.
That's not on me.
I
That's
did my
y'all.
job right this time. Help me, please.
Kenny's a young quarterback, so early on, right? Like if you're dropping passes early on, it's only like killing confidence, stopping momentum, allowing the Jaguars to acquire momentum, and it's just like, and I don't know if Kenny's good enough to overcome mistakes around him. You know what I'm saying? Like Mahomes or whoever can deal with drop passes or fumbles and just keep plugging, keep moving the ball, keep scoring. Once you throw Pickett off of his track, it's like, what we doing now?
Right. And I don't even know how to feel about Joe, because I'll see his 4th quarter heroics and say, okay, he got something, but each week not doing nothing for the first 3 quarters, that ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna cut it. That's not enough for me to say, you know what? Yo, don't go get a quarterback next year. It's not enough. Maybe he needs some fire under his ass, some veteran comp, real comp, not Mitchell Trubisky comp, not Mason Rudolph comp. Somebody that you can actually bring in and say, yo, he'll take your fucking job if you don't stop fucking around.
Shador. And y'all be good enough. I don't know if he's a top 10 pick or something like that. I could
Shador go to Pittsburgh.
You said what?
Dion ain't letting Shador play in Pittsburgh.
Shit.
I don't know why. It's Coach Tomlin, but I mean, he gonna pull an Eli.
Eli, Archie, all them, man.
That'd be a great organization, I would think.
I mean,
historic. The need.
I mean, if Dion want him to go to the Falcons, that's fine. I get it. It's cute.
I get the Falcons.
Cute story. Yeah,
they got some weapons down there.
That's where they pressing. That's where they pressing the Falcons.
But it's all good. Tomlin said something yesterday that it's kind of crazy. He been wilding out. So he said we got the 3 turnovers. He been wilding out. We got the 3 turnovers, but they didn't flip field. And he straight up said, "Yeah, we got the 3 turnovers, but they weren't because we didn't flip the field." Basically saying, "Yeah, we got the fucking turnovers, but our offense can't drive up the field that fucking long." That's what I took from it. Because a turnover, you stopped them from scoring. But
let's go.
You got a point. You turned the ball over. You got it on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, that's. You gotta get some first downs to make to at least flip the field position.
But it's crazy because on the one that he got on the 2, we drove it up to the 5, and then that's when Kenny fucked up. So those are just the wasted opportunities that are the killer for this
Yo,
week's loss.
and I give it to you. Like y'all good enough to compete, right? With any team when you guys are playing your brand of football. The only problem with your brand of football is it's going to be dirty and it's going to be mucked up. And when it's dirty and mucked up, you can't have self-inflicted errors. Can't be dropping
Yeah,
passes. Like that's not going to help you when the game is
even
already tough as it is.
even with the drop passes. So it's Mitch leads the touchdown drive. It's 17-10. It's still a close game. Like that game, I know it's 20-10, but that game was
It was
close
close.
up until that
Oh,
game
I
was
was
close up
sweating.
until
Oh, I was
Mitch
sweating.
decided to say, fuck it. I'ma just do what I
I'm like,
do.
oh
The
my
game was
god,
close.
this nigga Skull going to eke out a victory against the Jags and come in here
Yeah.
on a million. I was dreading it.
It wasn't my 26-21,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm looking like, yo, we in this game. Like the yards that they got weren't backbreakers. The Travis touchdown, that showed you Minka's absence. What the hell is the safety doing right there? Like, why are you? Do you think you Ed Reed that you just gonna come from across the field and pick that up?
It was another ball. I think it might have been a Christian Kirk, where it was like if Minka was there, that's probably a pick.
It's
But
a pick, or he
yeah, but
doesn't
he got it.
gamble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. DeMonte Casey saw Minka go down and say, "Yo, I'm gonna just start gambling. Fuck it." Like, no, dog. It don't matter what you do. You're not taking his spot. So just play your game, play your position, do your assignment. But
Let's go.
yes,
So
sir.
outside of the AFC North, the last time y'all beat a playoff team by more than one touchdown was in 2017.
Here this nigga go.
I'm just a stat for the stat guy.
You
And
said the last time we beat a playoff
courtesy.
team.
This came courtesy of Keys via text.
He in Arizona with the numbers. Fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Hey.
Outside of the division, the last time the Steelers beat a playoff team by more than a score was 2017. They've been
When did
ass.
Matt Canada get hired? When did Matt Canada get hired?
Round then.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Hey, this offense has been trending down. You got age with Ben, and then you got the hires from Mike Tomlin. This whole offense needs a fucking overhaul as far as coaching goes, if you ask me. Because I'm looking at other teams, I'm looking at other players, and it's like, yo, dog, they getting teams is getting the most out of a little bit.
We are getting more production out of the offense when George Pickens was wide receiver one. Because I'm not putting blame on Deontay. It just seems like Deontay comes back in the fold, and
it's funny.
Pickens was ascending, like, you know what I'm saying?
Was. You got two
and like
straight
Pickens ain't make no splash play yesterday till what, the second half?
Just a touchdown.
End of the third quarter.
But the problem was we didn't target him.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's my point.
Hey, you go into this game, and Jacksonville clearly made it a point to say, yo, George Pickens is our focus. And instead of game planning to get him open, it just seemed like we just said, fuck it, we'll just throw it to Deontay all game. Because George Pickens only got 3 targets. One of them didn't count because it was a penalty. He missed the toe tap on the sideline. 4 targets. 4. He got the touchdown and then the one that Kenny missed. That's it. That's unacceptable for somebody like George Pickens. It's unacceptable. And I know Deontay is nice, but I've been saying since we drafted him, yo, that's going to be wide receiver number 1. And he's shown it. His routes are better from last year. He's getting open, creating separation, getting the yards after catch. Everything that he didn't do last year, he's doing this year. So it's not. And
listen,
go ahead.
My bad. No, my bad.
I was just about to say another thing. I know Pat Frymuth is hurt, but we can throw it to the tight end position. Our offense isn't that damn exotic for you to just ignore one whole position. And then they say, oh, yo, they not throwing it to George today.
Who?
So, who what?
Who are you talking about? Y'all don't even throw to the tight end no more.
That's what I just said.
That's why I'm saying who? Who are these guys? Who is Pat? Who are these guys?
Well, Pat is hurt.
They just in your. I'm talking about your other tight end too. Who they threw him
Connor
to yesterday one
Hayward
time.
And Darnell Washington.
They just out there, yo.
They just out there. Yo, Darnell Washington is 6'8", 300 pounds, and we in the red zone.
Do a play
In the red
action
zone.
and throw it
In
up
the
to
That's
red
what I'm
them.
zone.
Big
saying.
target.
Like who are they, man? Like y'all don't throw the
When the
y'all the same offense. Go hand the ball over to Najee, Warren, throw a quick slant to Deontay. Like y'all so predictable, yo. Throw a quick out to Pickens. That's y'all offense.
Olakun said it yesterday. Like,
Y'all
yo,
not
we
even
knew what they
hitting
were
no
doing.
tight ends across the middle or up the seam no more. Like
Nah,
that
he
used to
been
be
looking
y'all
at
bread and butter, low key,
He
especially
been
in the
looking
red
at
zone.
I used to hate Heath Miller, yo. I
Yeah,
couldn't
Yeah,
stand
that
Heath
used to
Miller.
be our bread. At one point, like
I
you
don't know,
was thinking that Pickens and what's his name was gonna have that type of connection.
And
Oh,
at
I
It
least,
was a
100.
prior
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
at least Pickens gives y'all some verticality and some athleticism. Everything is short with Deontay. So if you're going,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
many
yeah,
he got? Hold on, 14 targets yesterday, and
yeah.
14 targets amounted for 85 yards. Like everything, the distance involved with it ain't even worth the target.
Nah.
Yeah, you can't. He can't have 14 and Pickens have 5 like that. That like Connor Hayward had more targets than Pickens yesterday. Pickens had
And
the
what?
same amount of targets as
And
Najee Harris.
and what? And
And
another
Najee run
thing.
like he got a Mary's on, man.
And another thing. It's still a close game. Why the fuck are you checking down 7 straight times? Yo, it's still, yo, we can win. We can do something. They just said, nah, we just gonna throw it to Najee. They literally threw it to Najee like 7 straight times, 2 yards from the line of scrimmage.
That shit works when Ben is there, yo. But Ben knows how to do it. Like Ben, you got to get him the ball when he's on the run or like
Yeah, dog. So
go upfield.
Why y'all got Allen Robinson, man? Just trade that, man.
yo, why Allen Robinson up the
Why is he
scene?
still playing?
Well, not even that. Like, yo, you can run around, get your workout in, but you shouldn't be targeted. Not with safety help. Like Mitch do that bitch in the triple coverage. Like this was Allen Robinson from the fucking I'm not even gonna say Chicago. Like this was Allen Robinson from Jacksonville. That nigga ain't been that in years.
You can run around and get your cardio, but why are we throwing
Yeah. Like, yo, maybe he forgot what jerseys they had on. Like, yo, Mitch, this is not your guy from Chicago.
Oh, that's funny. I forgot
Pittsburgh,
that. That's funny.
Allen Robinson. This is Pittsburgh, Allen Robinson. Like, yo, y'all niggas wearing different colors now. Yesterday's production ain't today's production. Clearly, from the both of you niggas, because both of you suck. Yo, if Kenny, I'm about to be so blasphemous. If Kenny can't play, put number 2 in. I'm not even gonna say his name. But put number 2 in.
Where's
Kenny can't
Keys
play.
at? Nah, yo,
No, it's
put him
funny you
in.
say that, Sco. It's funny you say that because I listen to Pit Radio. That actually came up as a question that they did. Would you rather see Mason than Mitchell?
I already know what Mitch gonna do.
And I came on here. I told you I had to apologize to you earlier, Sco. I do have an apology to you.
Oh, well, go ahead. Let's
Because
turn everything down so I can hear this. And better not be no bullshit either.
I'm just gonna apologize to you because I said that I said Trubisky was a good quarterback.
No, you say he was better than Kenny. Yeah. Hell no.
Just gonna apologize to you for that. Trubisky is a 6-pack of ass.
He's terrible.
He's terrible.
He's terrible. He's why I was screaming at my watch when we signed him. I knew it. I knew what this shit was going to be. And think about what the contract we gave him. 2 years, $14 million. That's expensive. We could have paid Cam Sutton and have Cam Sutton instead of fucking Patrick Peterson. It's just the allocation of money is wild, but sitting at 4-3, given the way that this offense is, and we play Tennessee on Thursday. We'll talk about Tennessee.
Gotcha.
Well,
we're not going to meet before then, so you might as well give some thoughts. Early thoughts, I guess. But it's not early; it's in a couple of days. Like
it's in a couple of days. Like the thing is, I'm not going to overreact to Will Levis throwing 4 touchdowns. I'm not going to overreact. I'm shocked that he threw those 4 touchdowns in the manner that he threw them because dink and dunk and your receiver make a play. Nah, Will was airing that bitch out. And DeAndre was running under those catches like this was Deshaun back in Houston.
He looked like he was in Houston.
Yeah. So if that's what Will does, then that's of course something that we gotta look out for. But anytime a quarterback drop back, I'm a like my chances with Alex and TJ. So the thing with us is just offense. What are we gonna do offensively? It don't matter what are we gonna do offensively. If we come out and do 3 and outs back to back to back to back, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose.
What's the status on Minka?
He's out. Minka's
He's
out.
done. He's not playing.
He's cooked.
Minka's out.
I mean, he's not
Yeah,
playing this
yeah,
week.
Minka's out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
no,
was the
yeah, he's not
injury?
playing Thursday. I don't hamstring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
That man went down like it. Yeah, that ain't look good.
in the fucking box again. In the fucking box again. And it's to the point where I don't even want to like, do we make moves at the trade deadline? Like we 4-3, still in the middle of the pack, but without an offense, you could go get Justin Simmons
position?
if you want.
Like,
Safety,
if it were up to you,
safety, another corner. Nothing on offense. That nobody we get on offense is going to fix it. That's a fundamental problem that has to be fixed in the offseason with
Go get Taylor Heineke, man.
He can't fix Matt Canada, dog. Taylor Heineke.
That shit is crazy.
Hey, yo, this motherfucker, yo.
That shit is crazy.
And he said it with a straight fucking face. Like I'm looking at
Yo,
him.
he probably better than Kenny right now. Honestly, like I'm not.
Josh Dobbs
nah,
ain't starting no more, so
Yo,
maybe
let's
you
go
circle
get him back.
Yeah.
circle back. Y'all might. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if so y'all just need somebody to keep the boat afloat. It's not like Kenny was producing that much for you to like, miss him that much, but you can't be having the turnovers, bro. That's something that Mitch.
And that's one thing Kenny wasn't doing. Kenny wasn't turning the ball over. So and that's why the fourth quarter comebacks can happen because he's just keeping you close enough to strike if the other team fucks up. Turnovers going to take you out of that 100% of the time. But Thursday, we in front of the women. Y'all know how I feel about those games. I hate those games, boy. I fucking hate them. But we gonna see. We gonna see. All right, let's keep moving through the week 7. We got the Dolphins over top of the Patriots, 31-17. Let's see what Tua and Mac did. Mac Jones, 19 completions, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Tag to Tua, 30 completions, 324 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception.
Oh man, where do we start with this game? I mean, it felt like the Dolphins were just having a track meet, and Mike McDaniel, just knowing that it's a division game, and Mike McDaniel has kind of, not oftentimes, but some of the times been the victim of Bill Belichick's scheme, so to speak, and games have been more of a struggle than they are used to against the Patriots. But I think today was one of those situations at home where, they just wanted to prove a point. A few minutes left in the fourth quarter, like they just wanted to prove a point. AFC East point in that regard. So shout out to them. I mean, Jalen. They 6-2, and they're one of those type of teams in the AFC. So it's gonna be fun in this because it's a lot of parity in the AFC, and then you got teams like the Bengals that are making a small little statement down there, and things like that. So we're gonna see how this stuff unfolds.
Facts. I mean, it's a game that we knew Miami was going to win. They show up for inferior teams. I'm not shocked.
Had a Juju Smith-Schuster sighting, Sko.
Oh, he's still playing. Good for him. I thought his knee exploded. They said his knee exploded. Yesterday. Good for him. He just a touchdown catch?
Yeah, a touchdown yesterday.
Oh shit. We need one of them. Maybe we could go get him back. I don't know. I don't fucking know what to do at this point. I don't know.
Y'all could do well with Mac Jones. What if Mac Jones, hypothetically, if Mac Jones was your quarterback, All right, I hear you. I feel you. I know I do feel you though. He sucks too. He sucks too.
Yeah, you're not giving, yeah, dog. You're not giving me like no, like yo.
yo,
What would you be with Kirk
Skullface said
Cousins?
it
Like
all.
if you say Kirk Cousins, then I'm looking at you like, yo, with Kirk Cousins, shit. Prayers up to Kirk Cousins too. Horrible injury. Hate to see that, especially in the contract. Yeah, prayers up to him. But
been there, Kirk. Keep your head up.
oh, he got a bunch of money. He
Oh, he fine. He about to have some kids.
yeah, shake it back.
They'll say about
he still might be a Steelers quarterback. He still might be a Steelers quarterback next year. I don't fucking know.
So Kurt Ray,
You gotta do your due diligence though. I don't think. You know what I mean? All right. Briefly spoke about this earlier. 28-23 Titans over the Falcons. Taylor Heineke completed 12 passes for 175 yards and a touchdown. Rookie Will Levis completed 19 passes for 238 yards, 4 touchdowns, and most importantly, played a clean game.
Hey, Sco, for starters, Kenny Pickett has 5 touchdown throws on the year. Will Levis has 4.
I knew you was gonna fucking.
I just had to start with that.
I knew you was gonna say.
I just had to start with that. But most importantly, Ryan Tannehill, you no longer have a job.
Oh no, that's Will's job.
Malik Willis, you no longer have a job.
He never had a job.
Your number 1 wide receiver now, DeAndre Hopkins, he's happy. He had a big day yesterday. Just a big win. We talked about the Falcons team earlier this year, and all they've done the last few weeks is just kind of lay eggs against teams that they probably should have beaten. The Commanders being one of them, and now the Titans. You get a rookie quarterback, you're supposed to go out there and make his life a living hell. And what you're seeing from these throws that Levis making, these aren't just dink and dunks. He's making some.
He was there.
He's making some big time throws. So, big win for the Titans. I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like Thursday night against a defense that's kind of prepared for him. But encouraging first start for him for sure.
Yeah, I think a little bit of that too is, them being coy about who's going to start, saying that they're going to use both quarterbacks. Definitely. And then them playing kind of differently with Malik Willis. You have to account for that rushing threat. I just don't think they had enough information on either of the quarterbacks to successfully defend the idea of both. But that's not to take away anything that Will Levis did, because those throws he were making were big league NFL throws. And to Keith's point about DeAndre, it's amazing how young somebody can look when they're getting targeted and is able to make those plays. Like, he looked explosive on those deep balls, and even that slant route where he caught it over the middle and ran into the end zone, he looked pretty explosive. Like, it's amazing what a few targets, a few big plays will do to a player. You know what I mean? To energize them, get them in a rhythm, get them going. So shout out to them, because DeAndre, he's still talking. He just posted something talking about, he got a hat trick. He talking this shit, and I like it. You know what I mean? Because they definitely left him for dead. But a lot of it is opportunity in this game. If you don't got the opportunity, and that's where anybody, a vet, a young player, if you don't got the opportunity, capitalize. So he got his opportunities yesterday, and Will Levis, man, give that man some miracle whip or some shit. He deserves it.
Nah, it's gotta be mayonnaise.
I'm about to say, remember when we first started Nitty Gritty and we talked about D-Hop, we talked about all the terrible quarterbacks he had 1,000 yards with. So all you gotta do is give him a chance. He just haven't had that opportunity with Ryan Tannehill. He's not throwing the ball down the field. So got a young guy now. Like I said, we'll see what it look like Thursday, but good win for them.
Facts. Eagles over the Commanders, 38-31.
Oh, Skull. I apologize.
Oh, good.
I forgot to say this, and it's real quick. Tyler Heineke versus Desmond Ridder. Come on, Desmond Ridder. Come on, y'all. Because Heineke went in there and was moving the damn ball. Like, what are you doing, Desmond Ridder? But my bad.
You got weapons. Why can't you move the ball? You got Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts. Like, you have weapons.
Yo,
you should be able to go up and down the field.
He's without a job too, because like you said,
what round pick they use on him?
Top 4?
Oh, top. No, 4. He was fourth round, fifth round, around there.
I'm gonna find out.
Hey, at least it wasn't the first. Yeah, at least it wasn't.
Yeah, he went third round overall. Third round. 4.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a first round pick. Number 20. Yeah, we can get around that though. We ain't picking up none of them options, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
You're gone.
You don't want Desmond Ritter to go?
Beat it, buddy.
What? I want nobody from that class. Nobody from that. If Kenny was don't work, because clearly Kenny was the best one. If Kenny don't work, no.
Good.
Hell no. Sam Howell might work out. I don't fucking know. All of them. Oh my god. Because when you get a quarterback in the first round, that could potentially set you back if you don't get that shit right.
Because you'll be waiting 2-3 years thinking there's hope involved. And then once the hope subsides, it's like, all right, we got a lemon.
Yep.
Yeah, you wasting time.
And we've been there, bro. Kyle we've been there.
Yeah, of
Speaking
course.
from experience.
And this is like uncharted waters for me. You got fucking Ben Roethlisberger for 20 years, right? But I honestly think getting a free agent is going to be the best way to go. And I don't know who's available, but if you tell me Kirk Cousins is available and he heals, fine. Like, Aaron Rodgers is walking already, so I'm not even worried about that. If you tell me Kirk Cousins is available, dog, you gotta try your damnedest to make that happen, because we got weapons, we got talent. You can't say it's talent. It's honestly coaching and quarterback. Coaching and quarterback is what's holding us back.
I wonder how a Kirk would look with a defense that, and again, it's not old Steelers defense where they you know what I mean, not giving up yards, but I'm impressed by the amount of turnovers they can create on a weekly basis. Like, at first I thought it was fluky, but nah, like, it's consistently like fumbles, like stripping people, being in the right places for interception, sacks. So that stuff plays. If Kirk had that, you know what I'm saying? I wonder how it could look. That's all.
Yeah, with Deontay, George, and hopefully a healthy Pat. You can never know. But that's some good shit for Kirk to manage. We'll see.
It might be cheaper too.
Eagles over top of the Commanders 38-31. Yeah. Like, yo, dog, you made your money already. How much fucking more do you need? You gonna rob us.
Do you want to
Bruni
win?
ain't got it. I'll tell you what. Bruni, that's what I'm saying. It's a team made to win. The division is telling you, yo, you can't slack on your laurels around here. Like, everybody's getting better. So Jalen Hurts completed 29 passes for 319 yards for a touchdown. Sam Howell, 39 completions, 397 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. This was a shootout.
Shootout, an understatement. For some reason, the Commanders play this team tough.
Yeah,
divisional football, right, Sco?
Yeah.
Divisional football. That's what ain't no rivalries. It's just divisional football.
I mean, honestly, it really shouldn't have been a game. The Commanders forced 2 red zone turnovers on the Eagles, one on the infamous tush push, and then another one was Gainwell down in the red zone. They didn't capitalize on either one of them, if I'm not mistaken. So they had chances, but AJ Brown, he be on man time, yo. Like, he on a different level this season. He just on some throw the ball up to me and I'm gonna just go grab it type stuff. Like,
he's wilding for respect.
But this Eagles defense, they still giving up a lot of points, a lot of yards to me. But they got a good test this week, Sunday night against Dallas, divisional game. And like I say, when you play divisional football, you just want to come out with a win. It's going to be ugly sometimes. You just want to be resilient. And yesterday they was resilient and still pulled it out.
Yeah, you watching some of these AJ Brown clips, man. Like, good God, he is nice. And then
man time.
And then you factor in, like, they got Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert and DeAndre Swift, and then Hurts, as a dual threat. It's just so many things that the Eagles can do. But to your early point, Keith, yes, it's divisional football. But I mean, Sam Howell, bro, he's actually played well this year. I can't even front on him. Like, he's played well given what my expectations were for him. I don't know if this iteration of the Commanders is going to save Ron Rivera's job, because they are competitive, but it's not going to be good enough. It's not.
They're only competitive versus the Eagles.
That's a fact.
They just lost to the Bears a few weeks ago. Like, it got demolished at home. Like Ron Rivera needs to go. Another one of them dinosaurs we talk about, along with Harbaugh, Tomlin, and Belichick, just kind of outdated.
The Eagles defense, them and the 49ers, I'm starting to get a little worried. Eagles have been playing some mediocre teams, so they've been able to skate by a little bit easier. But on the flip side, 49ers, they've lost to the Browns with PJ Walker. So there's no bail there. I mean, but those are the top teams, or were the top teams in the NFC. And you're looking at what they do best. I would assume you're looking at defense. It starts on defense. And it's like, where is that? Where has that gone? Um, the Eagles need to figure out that the defensive identity that they have this year as opposed to last is keep mentioning it. They keep adding, but it's not leading to the results that they're looking for. But with Jalen Hurts, you can go put up the amount of points necessary to go win a game. So it's always good to win. In a variety of ways too, because you're not always going to be A1 steak sauce every time you touch the field.
Yeah.
Facts. Seahawks take care of the Browns 24-20. PJ Walker completed 15 passes for 248 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Geno Smith, 23 completions, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's always good when Browns lose. Don't lose no ground in the division.
Kareem Hunt said something interesting yesterday. I think his last carry was the touchdown he had in the third quarter. And, not only did Stefanski go away from him when he was rolling, but also went away from, the run game in general. And it just seems like Stefanski, like with Jerome Ford being his guy, the Kareem Hunt being on the street, but I don't think he was on the street because of his talent. It's just, there's baggage that comes with Kareem Hunt, and he's not who he used to be as far as when he was with the Chiefs. I think in a small way, Stefanski kind of sabotaged him. And then now with Jerome Ford being his hand-picked guy, the person that replaced Kareem Hunt, maybe he doesn't want to see Kareem Hunt do the things that Kareem Hunt was bound to do yesterday, because he looked damn good, for when he got his opportunities. And my thing is with the Browns, when you're missing Deshaun Watson, you need your best playmakers on the field. Don't sit there and try to force feed Jerome Ford with a high ankle sprain when the other guy you have is healthy and making plays, and he won the game for you last week. You know what I mean, with his clutch fourth down run. So I don't know
Got
what's
me
up with
wondering
Stefanski.
if incentives involved, man. That's what I'd be wondering sometimes. Like, because
Definitely.
yesterday I kept seeing Jonathan Taylor get the ball down the field, and they just give it to Zach Moss on the one. Like, what's really going on?
These owners are pretty good. Like
Yeah,
these
they
owners and
great.
GMs, and when it trickles down to the coach, they're pretty good. But my thing is Stefanski. I think he just got too much dip on his chip. He hasn't accomplished the results to be as stubborn with the way he calls plays and the way he approaches football games. And these are games that the Browns could be winning, but fortunately they lost them. So fuck them.
Yeah. I mean, they was down 14-0, so to even get back in a position to have a chance to even win that game yesterday. I mean, PJ Walker, we haven't really talked about him much, but he's kept the boat afloat for this football team. When Deshaun went down, and Deshaun and Nick Chubb, that is, a lot of people were saying it's over for them, and here they are now 4-3. Tough loss yesterday, but that defense tough, man. Myles Garrett as advertised. The defense put them in a position to win yesterday. That turnover late cost them, and you see what happened when you get Jackson and Jigba Smith the ball in space.
Bengals defeat the 49ers 31-17. Joe Burrow completed 28 passes for 283 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brock Purdy, 22 completions, 365 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks.
Yeah, I mean, again, so 3-game losing streak for the 49ers. Brock Purdy has finally reached kind of like this, rough patch. Adversity's hitting. I am, I do want to see how he and the team responds. And, I asked that question or posed that challenge last week, and they didn't respond well. I don't think he played relatively bad, but he's not the type of quarterback yet, or maybe at all. He's not the type of quarterback that is going to be out here going throw for throw with people, and you don't even have all your weapons. Like that's just not the formula for success for the 49ers. So I think it stands to question the 49ers defense. Where has that gone? Right? Because even yesterday, right? Like even with the red zone interception that you see it here, even with the red zone interception that Purdy threw, the game was still close, and I believe it was a one-score game after the touchdown that Purdy threw to McCaffrey. It was a one-score game with like 8 minutes left or something to that effect.
Yeah,
And
well,
Burrow just went down the field, long ass drive, disrespected him, and it was game after that. You know what I mean? I'm not used to the 49ers just not being able to get a
there
stop
you
when
go.
they
Eight
need it.
minutes left in the game, Nick. They
Yeah.
score.
Yeah. I mean, no, I was watching this shit because I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
Keith about to get a game on the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was locked in. But I
I mean,
mean,
that's a long drive, 6 minutes.
you
Yeah,
see it. You see it. I mean, after that, this was curtain. You know what I mean? I'm not used to the 49ers just giving up long drives and getting manhandled on defense. I can
definitely.
see Purdy throwing a couple picks in a game and having that be the narrative, but I couldn't see the 49ers not playing defense. I saw PJ Walker doing the same shit a couple weeks ago. Like 49ers defense, y'all got to play better because that's giving up 25, 30 points a week ain't y'all recipe. It never has been y'all recipe. So I think Richard Sherman said something too, like, and maybe this was a dig at Steve Wilkes, but he said like they need to go back to being simple. Just get to the quarterback. All these stunts y'all doing and all this exotic shit you guys doing is not working. Go back to being simple. If I was the defensive coordinator, that's what I would do. And I was like, that's a shot. That's a shot. But I mean, can you argue it?
And he's been taking shots in the media. A couple games ago, I want to say it was Troy. Troy Aikman made sure for like 3 straight plays to let you know that Steve Wilkes needs to be better. So it and he is the difference. He's the difference. So
Like the
this
like. Go ahead.
I was just so this defense, Ryans gets the job in Houston. So you bring in Steve Wilkes.
That is true. I didn't even connect those dots.
Now they added Javon Hargrave, but for the most part, this defense is the defense from last year. So the only difference is Steve Wilkes and his scheme and different language. You know how that goes. So Richard Sherman, who played in San Francisco, so he knows the culture there. It might be a little bit of truth to that.
Yeah, for sure. And again, like, I do think people were wilding with like the Brock Purdy's a top 5 quarterback type shit. Like you never heard that come out my mouth.
Oh no,
I just said he's playing well. You know what I'm saying? Like and again, he's still playing relatively well. You look across the landscape of the league, he's playing all right. Like, did you see Desmond Ritter?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
he's giving
difference with him late is
his team a chance to win.
Is the turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the component that wasn't there before. He was getting you to 300 yards, but it was clean. Now it's not clean, and when your defense is playing bad, boom.
And again, like this is not the recipe for him. Like he's pressing now because the defense is making you go throw for throw. He ain't. I ain't asked to be going throw for throw. I'm trying to hand off to McCaffrey, and you know what I mean, with a 7-point lead and throw some play action. Y'all niggas asking me come back from 14 down.
Yeah.
I can't do that yet.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Not only that, I mean, you got to realize the last 2 out of the 3 weeks he didn't face the AFC North. It's just a different style of football that goes along with that as well. So I think that's has something to do with it. Did Trent play yesterday?
No.
Yeah, so a second week without Trent, without Debo, that I mean, obviously that has its effect. But I mean, you still got weapons out there, and I think it still falls back. Like this defense has been getting stops for him and allowing him to kind of dictate the pace of the game. So where he hasn't had to go play Superman. But when you down 24-17 and you seeing Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, you got to go get points now, and your defense not getting stops, and so you start to press a little bit more, and I think that's got a lot to do with it too. They're not built to kind of play from behind. Not with him, at least.
Not with him. If they're
I don't
gonna
think. I mean,
if they're gonna like not stop the bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like they could have came back yesterday, but they just never. Joe Burrow. I mean, shit. Let's talk about the Bengals. I mean,
I kept thinking they were gonna come back.
let's talk about the Bengals. I mean, Keith was right. Right after bye week, they came out. Burrow. I don't want to speculate on his health. I don't know how that man feeling, but he looked a little better than he
I'm about to say he looked better.
did.
He looked all right.
Yeah, he looked
I don't know what the fuck going on, but he looked all right.
He looked all right.
Yeah, I mean, and Higgins got involved again. It just looked like what we were used to. So maybe they needed that reset over the break. Not completely so, because the 49ers have been playing bad over the last 3 weeks or so. So I don't know if they just caught them slipping at the right time, or if this is a thing, a sign of things to come. But
Yeah.
we got him soon, so we're gonna find out.
I mean, I talked about it Friday. I mean, Joe Burrows played a clean game yesterday, 3 touchdowns. Mixon, I said they was going to run the ball, 16-87. And like I said, if Minnesota wide receivers got off, I felt like Chase and Higgins could have a big day, and they combined for $169 yesterday. So you mix those two, and Tyler Boyd had 3 for 40 with a touchdown too, spreading the ball around. They starting to look like the Cincinnati Bengals you've seen the last couple years, and we see them in a couple weeks. I'm looking forward to that matchup. Thursday night debate.
When have you ever said though? When have you ever rolled off those type of stats against a 49ers defense?
Yeah, that's wild.
That shit sounds crazy.
Steve, I like you, dog. You better get that shit fixed. You better get that shit fixed, cuz.
I mean, so when you talk about that, I mean, look at it. Robert Saleh was the previous defensive coordinator before DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah.
And now you looked at 2 guys who kind of carried that torch and now here you are with this defense. Like, this defense over the last 2 years has never looked like this.
Nah.
It was the offense who might have went dry a little bit, but never the defense. Not like this. Not first the Vikings.
With PJ Walker.
With no Justin Jefferson. PJ Walker.
I can get Cincinnati. I can get it. Not PJ Walker. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
PJ Walker.
I respect him because he's been playing well, but no.
And like we say, Moody, the kicker was terrible. Like, if Moody makes the kicks, they win that game, but you still.
It's down to a field goal because these niggas is dropping the field. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Get a stop, Fred Warner. We know you better than that. we know y'all better than that. Y'all got all the pieces in the world.
Get a stop, Fred. Just real quick, we ain't got to really dive too deep into these games. Cowboys over Rams 40-20. Broncos.
Good old that was a good old fashioned one.
Yeah, that was a good ass whooping.
Yeah, I definitely misspoke Friday. I was thinking the Rams may hang in that game a little bit, but I'm glad I kept that off the ticket yesterday.
Broncos over the Chiefs 24-9.
What can we say, Scott?
Everybody had a bad
division, but they about to
and division.
Pieces. They already having to think pieces about Mahomes. No. Does he need more help?
Don't comment on Patty, man. He cost me $3 bills yesterday.
I mean, the offense is different from Tyreek Hill, but they won a Super Bowl last year with this offense.
They got to catch the ball.
Yeah, like the fuck. What you want that?
The 4th down, he put the ball right in, I think, Sky Moore's hands, and it just went right through his hands. He had 13 beating everything. Like, you just got to catch the ball. I think Mecole Hardman had a big fumble yesterday. Mm-hmm. Divisional football, man. These teams they know you too well. Yeah, they seen you too many times.
I mean, shit. Broncos turned over Pat when he not sick.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's true. They played him tough the first match a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So
I'm not surprised.
Shit happens. They 6-2.
I shouldn't have put that shit on the ticket. Wow.
What's that, 2 in a row for the Packers? I mean, for the Broncos. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They beat the Packers last week.
They beat the Packers last week.
Sean Payton making a comeback.
Russ cooking.
Are they still selling at the deadline or not? Or no now?
I hope so.
Just a week ago, everybody was available. Because if so, go get Surtain. We need PS2, man.
Nah, fuck that. Y'all
ain't got enough, man.
Dude, we got enough.
Just I saw that red zone.
Patrick and Joey.
That'd be nice.
That's a good tandem. That's a good tandem. You don't even like Marlon. How would you get him a friend? No, hell no.
Yeah, that nigga. I'm sick of him and his cowboy hats. Yo, I ain't gonna
I
hold
told
you.
you,
Yo,
honest
but
cowboy. The honest cowboy. The Chargers defeat the Bears 30-13. There you go. There you go.
what can we say? Yeah,
That's what should have happened.
Baguette is baguette. Like whatever.
Yo,
his
you
name
know, last night I'm watching that game. Like, all right, that's how you say his name. That's how you say his name. That's
How
how
do
you
you say
say
it?
his name. I do not know. I fucking forgot. Tyson
Baguette?
Bajent. I'm gonna go
Bajent?
Yo, get Justin back. Yeah, get Justin
Bajent.
back.
It's called a man.
Bring back some orders.
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm happy that shit happened. Because one thing we not gonna do is give Justin's job to Tyson Bajent. No, fail, my nigga. Go out there and fucking fail. You are from a Division II school.
Ain't
Act
no way.
like it.
Ain't no way.
The fuck? You not taking Justin's job. Justin gonna lose his own damn job, but you not gonna.
You ain't taking it.
Nah, not you. Not you. Fucking Caleb Williams can take it. Not you, Tyson. Fuck out of here. The fuck? Tyson's just been. Fuck the other Tyson Fury on some bullshit. Like, ain't no. If you ain't Mike Tyson,
I don't like
ain't
Tyson
rocking
Chicken. Like, man,
Tyson Chicken always getting recalled. They be having some bullshit metal in their chicken. No Tyson unless it's Michael. Fuck out of here.
It's crazy to think the Chargers 3-4 though. They go to the Jets next week. I'm sorry, they go to the Jets. Yeah, that is next week, next Monday night. Oh, that should be a good game. Then they got the Lions at home, so they got 2 games that we're gonna see.
You said Lions
because they shouldn't be no 3-4. Yeah,
I don't respect the Lions now. After what we did to them, after we slaughtered, excuse me, after we did that to them, man, I can't respect them.
Yeah,
they gonna have to show me.
We're gonna see tonight.
No, I think you can say that.
You can say that. It's not bad.
You can't say that.
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore, bro. I don't know anymore.
Man, all the stuff they be saying on
YouTube owner. Can we say that?
hit the like. What you gotta say, Sco? Hit the like and subscribe button.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like, comment. You know what I mean? Ding.
Let us know what we allowed to say.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. In the comments. If you've been on YouTube,
we needed this.
If you've been on YouTube for a minute, we knew. We want to know the rules. We want to know what we can and can't say.
What
we be wilding. Because we be wilding. I don't want to wild out too much. But we're going to go to the first commercial break, Nitty Gritty. This ad is brought to you by Lavelle Body. Lavelle Body is an all-natural, handmade skin and hair care line for men, women, and children. So if your skin is dry, your hair is damaged, or your beard is having problems connecting, shop Lavelle Body today at lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC on Instagram. Again, that's lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you?
I'm gonna get a 2-for-1 pause, but Chris Boswell and Deontay Johnson, my brethren.
Let it go.
It's a bad look after a loss. It's a bad look after a loss to start complaining about the refs. Were they bad? Yeah. But Deontay, they cost us the game. No nigga, your drop might have cost us the game. Take some accountability. Don't be blaming the refs. Y'all better than that.
What happened to that boy?
Nick, who you got?
Give me Dwight Howard.
Oh my.
What?
What?
Oh no.
What happened to that boy? What happened
Not a
to
Peter
that
Puffer.
boy?
Not a Peter Puffer.
I'm fighting for my life.
What more do you want from me?
That's filthy.
Who are these niggas?
Oh, y'all.
I cried laughing when I
Yeah,
was
you know what I mean? like
Stay
you need
away.
to stay away from these niggas. Who are these
Yeah.
niggas?
All right,
More
Keith,
with double
who-
entendre. Don't even ask him how.
Please don't. Keith, who you got?
I mean, you doing 2-for-1s. Let me do 1 too.
Okay. All right.
Give me Gabe Vincent and Austin Reeves.
I like that.
What happened to that boy? What
One
happened
break.
to that boy?
2-on-1 fast break.
All right, speak on it. Why are you giving those well, that brother and that white man the dreaded what happened to you?
Well, I
Let's
mean,
speak
Gabe
on it.
Vincent 2 points yesterday in 31 minutes.
He played how many minutes?
31 minutes.
Who got to
2
work out of
points.
his life, boy.
Austin Reeves played 28 minutes, 5 points.
Well, why is Gabe getting more minutes than Austin Reeves? How did that game shake out?
I mean, Rory Hachimura had 11 points in 17 minutes. I mean, I don't know why he might not have played a little bit more.
Damn.
Christian Wood had 11 points in 13 minutes. But yeah, I mean, just I don't know. We make a big deal about these signings every summer, and like they're gonna come in and make these impacts, and they mid. They are what we expect them to be. I never brought the Austin Reeves stock like that. He cool, but
Yeah, we knew about Gabe.
Gabe showed you who he was in the finals. I mean, you knew who he was before. He hit that lightning for a second, and he went off. But just we the same Lakers, man.
Now listen,
Right.
Austin Reeves last year, 13 points, 53 from the field, 40% from three. If you get that version, that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's gonna work.
But this version where he's putting up 10 shots a game, so he's upped his shots attempts, right? So he's feeling himself. 9 points a game, 30% from the field, 25% from three. It's only been 3 games.
Yeah, it's only been 3.
But my God, that's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
And that's not how you looked over the summer playing with USA. Like, granted, it's USA ball, but you was aggressive. You were scoring at a pretty high clip. Like, that's not gonna work.
D'Lo, you know what I mean? He's been inefficient. So
White.
hopefully he's just
what you call
Derek
Russell.
Russell.
Want to be Derek White. He say we watching Derek White tape now.
Yo, that's wild for a nigga to say that.
So yeah, it is. I'm looking at it. It's like, could it be slumping? Yeah, it could be, but it's just a lot of pressure on a 38-year-old. I'm just gonna keep it about. It's a lot of pressure on a 38-year-old to play. We talked about the minutes limit last show, and then since it's 35 minutes and 39 minutes. Like Ham, and like we said, Ham knows, like, yo, he has to play for us to win. Yep. We don't got the type of roster where we can just manage his minutes carefully and somebody else is going to step up. Nah.
28 minutes not working. Like, come on.
And it's sad because even with him playing 39 minutes in overtime and all that included, still lost to the Kings last night. So they got a great right game versus the Magic, but it's a back-to-back. So I don't know what the minutes are going to look like. And back-to-backs always scare me with this particular team just because you got AD, you got to worry about he be aching and paining. LeBron. You know what I mean? LeBron's the one that I got the most confidence in, and it's not fair because he's 38.
Not only that, they playing some young whippersnappers too. Like the Magic, a young team, they gonna get up and down the floor too tonight. So
and they've been hooping. They 2-0.
Yeah, they 2-0.
A lot of
they
guards,
one of them teams that we talked about. I think to look out for.
Yeah,
Paolo Banchero looking as advertised early. Wagner,
Isaac
Anthony been looking good too. Yeah, Isaac looked healthy for once.
Jonathan Isaac finally got his. Yeah. We haven't seen that since Florida State. So yeah. The Magic ain't to be played with.
Yeah, it's not gonna be no easy
just
game.
Just a quick
tonight.
early shout out. Jalen Duran, I don't know where he at. Dog horse for most improved. I know as Nitty we like to but this ain't no fluke. I'm gonna just put it to. I'm gonna put it to you like
good. It looked damn.
This
good.
ain't no fluke. I ain't gonna say he gonna get 20 and 15 every night, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Pay attention.
Pistons look all right. Pistons blew the. It's not saying much, but they blew a veteran team out in the Bulls.
The Bulls look terrible.
I like what they're doing over there in Detroit, just with the roster, the coaching. You know, they got a nice little mix over there that I'm liking a lot.
Yeah, they got Monty over there. You know, Monty with young guys.
He know his work.
Yeah. So they gonna be improved. The Bulls, I spoke on it last week with the player only meeting after game 1. That's a little strange, but yeah,
I see
they
why
just
now.
always seem like, yeah, right. I understand it. Like they just always seem like, especially when they got DeMar and you link them up with Zach and you go get Vucevic, it just always seemed like this team was just poised to make a, and it's been nothing. It's been nothing. They might as well hit that trade early.
Now it's
Y'all might as well just start now. Like let
I got Gabe Vincent
DeMar
for
go,
you.
let Zach go.
I got a few people for
But
you.
yeah, that'll work. You get one of them and let LeBron really rest. Somebody that can, I'm deferring to somebody that can score. Bet. So,
Zach
but yeah,
had
it's
51
still
with no assists and expected to win a game.
passing. What? Who does that?
Man, y'all suck. I'm getting 50 tonight. I feel him.
Yeah, he probably really. Nah, I'm not passing tonight. Not really feeling it. Nah, I'm open. Nah, I'm good. But yeah, it's still
Warriors,
early. So it's still early. But
Warriors
yeah, we'll
Pelicans
see.
tonight at 8 o'clock is going to be a fun game. And the Bucks lost, and they didn't look good in their loss. Dame had a struggle that night. It happens, but something to look out for.
Yeah.
Mavs are 2-0. Celtics play tonight. They whipping on the Wizards. Nets 0-2. Timberwolves had a big win the other night. Forgot who they beat, but it was who they beat the other night. It was a good win. They beat the Heat by 16 points.
No Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. But you know, they be having the undrafted all-stars over there, man. They culture should win out most times, right?
Yeah.
That's why they don't get stars, because they got the
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah, they in shape and shit. They just be running around all, stamming it up and whatnot. Yeah, go beat somebody. The fuck?
Oh man. Cat hasn't had a good start. Big Purr. He's averaging 15 and 10 on 35% from the field.
I'm trade talks probably getting to him.
This nigga shot opening night, he shot 10 threes and went 2 for 10.
Yo, dog. Why wouldn't the best shooting big man do that?
Big Purr, I'll be trying with you. I'll be trying to throw you the bail. I'll be trying to be the best bail ballsman, but god damn,
He don't
yo.
want it. He
You
don't
don't you
want it.
want to be known as soft. I guess. All right.
I
Big
tell
Purr.
you what, all of that New York shit they talking about, they better not send him there.
Or they gonna chew him out.
What?
You think
Even
Big
now,
Purr is bad?
even what you think of media, nah, that shit ain't changed. Yo, bro, don't go to New York, yo. Go somewhere else. Matter of fact, Minnesota's the perfect place for you.
No, that's the perfect spot for you.
That's the perfect spot. You just stay low, shoot your 10 threes, have
You still
your
got
lady.
Jordan.
Still got your
You
lady.
go to New York, somebody might
They gonna make it
take
a
her from
point.
you,
They
yo.
gonna make it a point.
I know you're not
That
with
nigga
that
with that
buster,
soft
man.
ass voice. The fuck? What the fuck is you doing with this nigga? Yeah, but
They call him Big Purr.
you're right. Like yo,
Not the
Kobe
biggest of
is
purrs.
biggest of purrs, biggest of meows. I ain't got too much more. World Series is tied up, 1-1. I ain't gonna lie,
Should have been me.
yeah, my I don't want to watch no baseball. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I ain't gonna front.
I ain't
But
been invested either, man. Shit hurt.
nope.
But who's in it again? Don't judge me. I'm in a grieving stage. Did the Phillies make it?
Nah, Texas and Arizona.
It's
damn.
it's a good series so far.
All right, go Texas.
Yeah.
Since they beat us, go
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah. Arizona smacked the shit out in game 2.
Yeah,
It was 9-1.
it sounds like a
It was
good
9-1,
series,
but
World Series, it better be. It ought to be. I might lock in.
Nah, I've been looking at highlights. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm highlighting it up. But we're gonna go to the last commercial break and wrap up, Nitty Gritty.
Brand activations, business openings, recently engaged or any new life event that deserves a celebration? Start planning with Penn Jones Events. Owner and principal planner Paige guarantees a fun and stress-free planning experience. Managing every event aspect, including budgets, timelines, vendor negotiations, event design, and more. Penn Jones Events is a full-service wedding and event planning company based in Maryland. We curate extraordinary events tailored to you. Let's start planning today. For a free 30-minute consultation, visit pjevents.com.
Good show, fellas. Good show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate everybody that listens live, everybody that checks out the podcast. Shout out to all the new YouTube subscribers and viewers. And again, hit the like button, comment, all of that good stuff that they do over there. We'll be back same place, same time on Friday. Until then, stay safe and be blessed. We out.